Hey guys, what is up? We're rocking the dual live streams right now. Hold on. All right. Let's see here. Hopefully we get some comments. If you're jumping on, let me know. Sweet, sweet, sweet. Let's turn these sound off. If you guys are here, let me know what's up. I'm just open these up here so I don't miss any comments. We're live in all the places right now. Bonnie, say what's up, kid. Come here. Say hi. Say hi. This is a perk of working from home. We get to play with puppies. And today we have on fuzzy pants because I'm freezing for some reason today. But anyway, so I don't know where to look. So I'm just going to look in the middle. But anyway, today, you guys, I was thinking that in lieu of what's happening in the world, let's see, come on. In lieu of what's happening, I know a lot of people are finding themselves working from home that normally aren't or wouldn't be. And so this is something that I remember when I first started as a full-time entrepreneur from home, I struggled with, right? Like there were certain things that I was concerned about or that I didn't do great at, quite honestly, and actually getting shit done and not being in a space where, I think one of these might not be working properly. Hopefully it is. If you guys are live, let me know how it's going. But anyways, a lot of people definitely had been in a space where this is new for you, or you're like, shit, I can't get anything done because I always get distracted, or like even being in the office sometimes can be distracting, right? Like people are coming in, they're interrupting you, and then now you're home and maybe you're surrounded by family members and kids, and maybe you're not, maybe it's just you. Either way, there are ways to really make it work for yourself and be able to find a space and find a groove to be productive. And that doesn't mean you have to wait till everybody's in bed and it's the middle of the night, which tends to be a lot of my parents' go-to. Clients that are parents, their go-to tends to be waiting until everybody's asleep. And I'm like, you know what, some days when I was being a mom for a while there, some days that absolutely was what I did because it was necessary. It's what I had to do. But in most of the situations, you know, I was able to get us into a routine and really make it work and figure out how it works. And so I wanted to jump on today and think, you know, I've been thinking of ways that I can really add to the positive conversation. And this was a topic I was feeling that I could do that about. And so one of those would be, first of all, like, instead of focusing right now on all the horrible things, like awareness is definitely the key component. But the other part of it too is recognizing where you now have an opportunity. Maybe it's challenging, but maybe you can make it exciting. Like you have an opportunity to do things a little bit differently. And also test the waters, right? Test the waters of being able to work from home. And it really requires a different level of accountability than a lot of us realize. And so, let's just make sure we're not missing anything here. And so that's really what I wanted to talk the most about is that, like, first of all, you know, let's not focus on irritation or the how impossible it might feel to work from home and actually get something accomplished. Instead, start looking at it from a constructive state of mind and a constructive standpoint and saying, okay, this is an inconvenience. Instead, it's an opportunity for me to test this process or test this area of my expertise, whatever that might be. And I think that's where we tend to play ourselves short, right? And we are automatically setting ourselves up for failure in that capacity. Jesus, my hair looks crazy. So something to think about is creating a schedule. And that's the part where most people, it's so funny, they're like, but I'm working from home, I don't need a schedule, I just have to get X, Y, and Z things done by whatever. But let me tell you what, if you don't have a schedule, you're going to constantly be chasing your tail. You're going to constantly be playing catch up and working in that state of mind of, oh fuck, I have to get this done. You're like at the wire every single time. And that creates so much stress and chaos within you. First of all, like that's what we're trying to avoid. For those of you who may not realize this, stress and chaos create a lower and compromised immune system. And so if we're talking truthfully about focus right now, having this conversation and being able to say, you know what, I'm going to be proactive. I am going to stick to a schedule, even though I'm home and my whole family's home. Instead of, it's not Saturday, right? Like it's Monday and we have shit to do. We have things to get done. What can I do to keep myself moving, to keep myself feeling good, to keep myself getting things done, especially if this is a new space for you to be working from home when you're used to going into an office. So sticking to a schedule, getting up when you normally would get up, going to bed when you would normally go to bed. It's super important. Get dressed, like get up, put on your makeup, brush your hair, and get dressed. I tend to get dressed from the waist up most of the time because I'm always cold in the summer, in the winter time. So I always have on fuzzy warm pants, but I didn't sleep in these. Like I got up, I, took a shower, I got dressed. I have this lovely thing growing on my face, but that's neither here nor there. But then you have this moment where you're able to get up and get yourself prepared for the day, just like you would if you were going into the office. And it's so important for your mindset, for your motivation, for your ability to actually focus. Like you can research it. There's a study that specifically shows that our minds are in different places based upon different things of our experience. So for example, if you're in your pajamas all day and like that's what you slept in, like your mind's going to be in that same state of mind that it's in on like a lazy Sunday where you're reading books and watching Netflix all day, which, hey, there's nothing wrong with that. But I'm saying if you're needing to get work done, get up and change your clothes, get dressed, wash your face, do those things to be prepared, continue, kind of get yourself into some sort of a routine like you would if you were going into the office. It's so fucking important, okay? Like I was going through this stage. Here's an example. I was going through this stage when I first started my working fully from home where I was like, this is amazing. I don't have to get dressed. No one knows unless I'm doing a live stream and it's fine. But what would happen was I would have that the other camera just shot this shit on me. Whatever. Anyway, that's annoying. Sometimes Facebook business page is quite frustrating. I was trying to kill two birds with one stone here. I have two devices up and it fucked me over. So whatever, here we are. Anyway, and that is my foot, by the way, moving the table and making noises. But so anyways, that caught me off guard. The fact of the matter is recognizing that like the mindset shift that occurs when you stay in your pajamas all day it's real. And so when you get up and you put on makeup and you get dressed, you feel better. There was even a section of my journey where I was like, I'm still struggling to an extent with my skincare, but my acne was so bad, like my whole cheeks were so bad that unless I had a video chat or had to record a video that day, I did not put on makeup. But I still got up and washed my face and got dressed and got ready because it put me into that state of mind of work mode, of we have things to do. This isn't lounge day. This isn't sit on the couch and watch TV day, right? The other things to think about is to how to set the stage for yourself to be productive and be able to get into the zone. If you have a house full of people, headphones are going to be your best friend. Boundaries are going to be your best friend. That's where you say, hi, I have a phone call at X, Y, and Z time. How are we going to maneuver this? If you have kids or a spouse or whomever's at home, communication is key and keeping the schedule going the way that it needs to be. And also holding that boundary, like, yeah, I get it. They're kids. I had a 4-year-old in my house that did not want to participate in the boundary, but he did. It took a little bit. It took me staying consistent with it. And he had a little bit more screen time at times that I needed to be on the computer or be doing work or doing phone calls, but we worked it out. Or he'd be working on workbooks or whatever, but it is possible is my whole point here. Like a lot of people are very much in a panic right now thinking that none of this is possible and that they're going to be like, it's impossible to get any work done. And granted, so here's the other thing. you should be really grateful. Like there's a long line of people who are not able to do their jobs from home, you know? And so if this is an option that you have, like here are some ways that you can skip all of the hard stuff of figuring this out, and ways that you can really just get down to business and make sure that you're doing your job properly, not scrolling on Facebook. That was another thing I had on my list here, is like putting social media limits. Don't even open them. Don't have them open on your phone. Like it does not help anybody, and it's certainly going to distract you. Like, and it just adds the hysteria in your head and in your heart and in your mind. Like your focus level goes down when that's where you're at. You don't want or need to be reading every single person's post on social media the moment they put it up there. Like, so limiting that social time so that you can get shit done is super imperative. That means putting your phone down in the other room. That means not having the tab open on your computer or your tablet, like those types of things. And just remembering that that's a choice that you get to make, and it's a conscious decision. Like another thing, other than, so for those of you who are just jumping on, it's sticking to a schedule. Like get up at the same time, do the things that you would do to get ready for work, get dressed, put yourself into that mode. Like, when do I need to do what? What do I need to do to get the kids ready and prepared so that they can be focused for a couple of hours while I do this? Or, you know, those types of communication, and just a little bit more preparation. And then utilizing a timer is a big thing. So for those of you who are not used to working from home without like a boss there or coworkers or schedules like that, utilizing a timer is really helpful. So looking at a task and saying, okay, I need to work on responding to messages that are in my inbox. How do I stay focused on that? So you can actually open, if you use Google Chrome, you can open up a new thing in Chrome and type in timer, and Google will give you a timer. You can type in 20 minutes, which is my suggested time limit for most people, is like to give yourself 20-minute increments. Set the timer, make sure the sound on your computer is on, but it will, and then minimize that tab, and it will alert you when the 20 minutes is up, and you can refocus in. Like if you've gone off course, if you have opened social media and you're down the rabbit trail, if your kids are bugging you, if you're hungry or the dog's barking or whatever, and you're distracted, you're not going to be distracted for too long. It's going to keep bringing you back to center. So utilizing that timer is really, really helpful. And it's, if you don't do any of the other things that we talk about here, the timer will be like the golden rule. Schedule, let's say you need to. The schedule, keeping the schedule, and the timer will be the things that keep you rolling, keep you healthy during this, keep you productive, keep your fucking job during this. Because just because you're home doesn't mean you don't get to do shit. Like you still have to do shit if they're telling you to, right? You're still expected to deliver. And so it's just, if you do not stick to a schedule, I promise you guys, you're going to wind up staying up till 3 o'clock in the morning, stressed to the fucking max because you're on the deadline and you waited to the last minute to get shit done. And that is not good for anyone's health. I used to get sick on a regular basis because that's how I chose to live my life. If you guys are alive, like, can someone say something? Because I've not seen one comment pop up. So I just don't know if they're just not showing me comments or what. I saw several people are alive. But so keep that in mind. And then the last but not least, the thing I want you to remember is that working from home is still working, right? And it's still part of your ability to be productive and be adding value and be adding goodness out into the world and into whatever your job is. Like, that type of energy is so much better than the energy of panic, of victim, of this sucks, of this is horrible, I don't know how I'm going to do this. Like, none of that helps anyone, yourself included, but especially not like your business, your family, your job, the collective overall. So I really just was thinking about ways, you know, a lot of people are really stressed about being able, or of having to stay home. And again, not all of you are able to utilize the working from home option, right? But for those of you who are, be grateful for that. For those of you who maybe you don't do that all the time, but it is an option for you right now, be grateful for that. Like, it's a good thing. It's definitely maybe a little inconvenient, sure, but at the same time, it's a lot more fucking convenient than the people who can't work at all because their businesses or their job is shut down or whatever. So just be mindful of that. That's what I wanted to say, is that I think, you know, my hope, and I'm going to be talking a lot to you guys about different ways to stay positive and to keep your stress levels down and to be aware, and, you know, working from home and things like that. I'm going to be doing a lot of that here over the next couple weeks, I have quite a plan of things to be able to hope to share and hopefully shine some light on. But I want you to realize that I think the biggest piece of all of this will be to be mindful, is our ability to be mindful. Because the truth is that we should be doing that anyways, but it allows us to be better humans. It allows us to be better wives and moms and sisters and brothers and children to our parents and employees to our bosses, or, you know, showing up for our clients or whomever. It allows us to be better for ourselves, for humanity, for the planet, for everything. That awareness is fucking necessary, and it's something that we've lost track of because everybody just goes through the motions. So you don't have to worry about whether or not you can get what you need from the store. You know, was it necessary for everyone to hoard everything? No, but I get it. Like, I get it. And I'm not minimizing anyone's experience. I'm not minimizing anybody's, you know, fear or their current reality. But what I'm saying is, I'm asking you to please just realize that, like, this is an opportunity to raise your own awareness to how capable you really are, right? Of what you can do, of what the world can do together in a positive way. And then just remembering that, like, your number one priority right now should be lowering your stress levels and keeping yourself healthy and your family healthy, more so than freaking out about anything, because that's not helping anybody. The biggest component here is keeping yourself healthy, number one priority. And the biggest way to do that is to keep your stress levels down and to stay on a routine. Trust me, like, we thrive as human beings. Our bodies thrive on routine. Morning, wake up, eat your breakfast, drink your coffee, drink your water, move your body. You can do it in your house. People are like, the gym shut down. Okay, don't you fucking know how to do jumping jacks? Because I remember how to do jumping jacks and push-ups. Use that fancy little thing called YouTube and type in a full body workout if you don't know what to do, you know, or whatever. It's all possible to continue moving into that routine. And that is so important right now, more than ever, is that you keep your body moving and you keep yourself safe and you keep yourself healthy. And those, all the things I just mentioned, will prevent a lot of the unnecessary stress and chaos if you keep that active in your mind. I guess Facebook is not allowing me to see any comments, so if you're leaving them, I'm not ignoring you. But anyways, that's my message for you today. I hope that that's helpful. If you know someone who is struggling with working from home right now, or the whole transition, like, feel free to send them my way. I'd love, you know, I have no problem having conversations in Messenger about that, but also share this video with them. Give it a thumbs up if you think it's helpful, and let's do our very best to continue to spread, hey Chris, to continue to spread awareness and be able to help as much as we can, because again, it's an opportunity. It's not a negative thing. It doesn't have to be. And our ultimate goal and priority is to lower our stress levels and stay healthy, and that's how we'll get through what we need to get through. And all these tips here will allow you to do your job from home and it be a success and it serve you and your family and your business or whomever. So anyways, I hope that all was helpful. If you're watching the replay and you have any questions, feel free to drop them here and I will respond. As always, thanks for watching, and we'll talk later. Bye. Enjoy the rest of your day. Bonnie, do you want to say bye? She's like, you want to say bye? Say bye-bye. And also, if you're working from home right now, just be really excited because your fur babies are going to be so excited. Okay, bye.